Howdy. Here's something else communications related. It has just dropped into my lap a little while ago. And when I first seen the box, it looked innocuous enough. Just part number 7899749, quantity 1. Nothing really else on the box. I open it up though. However, it kinda gets a little interesting. Rules and regulations. Part 95, Citizens Radio Service. Transmitter certification card and call sign, license name and address. Old CB rules and regulations back when the CB still required an FCC license, and under it looks to be a new CB, still new in the box, and notice this package has been carefully packaged. Blah 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 blah. Packing list, dealer package, transceiver model 7899749. Quantity 1 transceiver assembly, CB. Quantity 1 harness assembly. Quantity 1 bracket assembly, mounting. Quantity 2 screw tapping hexagon washer. Quantity 1 installation instructions. And looking at the book here, which is the first time I've opened it here. Coming out. The other. GM Citizens Band Transceiver CBD-10. Looks to be a factory CB kit that would be intended for a GM dealer to install in one of the vehicles if the person buying the car wanted it. Let's see, specifications: 2 ICs, 27 transistors, 17 diodes, and 2 Zener diodes. PLL phase lock loop synthesizing system, 23 channels, all installed. That's kind of surprise. A PLL based 23 channel, mode of operation AM, dual conversion super heterodyne, and Citizens Radio license, FCC license class D. There's 4 bucks. Use forms 505 for licensing application. Make check payable to Federal Communications Commission. Off volume control, external speaker jack, Delco Electronics GM. Installation information, Citizens Band transceiver. Just basic stuff. Temporary permit, Class D, Citizens Radio. License, instruction, certification, temporary call sign, limitations. Using your Citizens Radio station, FCC. Form, of course they include Form 505, application for Class C or D, license in the Citizens Radio service. And all the rigmarole that nobody really paid attention to back then, and hence a lot of the illegal operation, which caused them to give up on licensing in the first place. Federal Communications Citizens Radio license requirements, blah blah. Station for information, yeah, I already looked at that. What is this? Part 95. Yeah, full printout to part 95. FCC rules and regulations, which everybody knows what that was back then. And today, it folded back right. And transmitter identification card, which of course was a little sticky label, so when you got your final call sign you could stick it right on the CB so it wouldn't get lost. Alright, that's the paperwork here. What do we got in it? A microphone that conveniently only has the actual microphone itself in the baggie, and the cable not so much. Looks to be a standard 4-pin with the GM labeling on it. And little microphone bracket and some wheel nuts coming out of there, and the CB bracket itself. Now for the main centerpiece. Oh, power cables underneath, which look to be designed to plug right into the standard GM fuse block. Hence, this is a dealer radio kit, so all the person putting it in had to do is just plug it into the fuse block and the other end into the radio, and it was good to go. Don't really see. Oh, here's the lug for grounding. Now to the radio itself. Everything else. A couple self-tapping screws here. Now to the radio. What do we got? Ooh, nice shiny chrome. Not even any fingerprints on it. This is literally the first time it's seen human activity, where you can see a little bit of a smudge right there from someone that's packing it and stuff. Let's see, I'll just run a little bitty fingerprint there. Oh, the nice shiny chrome. And when this was made was a long time ago, so it's set in a box for good while Delco Electronics Division, GMC, Kokomo, Indiana. Printed in the USA. Cybernet, manufactured for General Motors Corp. by Cybernet Electronics Corporation. Made in Japan. FCC Acceptance Part 95 FCC Data GM CBD-10. You got PA jack. External speaker, 13.8 volts. Antenna jack. On the front, of course, the nice GM logo, standard meter, volume, squelch, noise blanker, automatic noise limiter, PACB switch, and delta tune plus or minus 23 channels. See if we can take the cover off here before powering it up to see what the inside construction looks like. Here is the outside case off of it. You can see it's relatively standard general construction, the PLL. The rest of the mixer stages both transmit and receive. It uses a standard 455 kilohertz Murata filter on a 455 kilohertz receive chain, and plus the other normal filtering elements, and uses a fully integrated audio frequency amplifier for modulation and PA and speaker output. Uses a C1306 transistor for the final output transistor. And something I wasn't going to mention when I was looking at the outside of the radio, but to me the outside construction looked like a Lafayette style radio construction, but when I took the cover off, I was like, this is a Lafayette. Of course, rebranded with the GM niceties and stuff. I'll show you another Lafayette radio I have. It looks literally exactly like this here. Be right back. Alright, here's the GM one by its counterpart here. This Lafayette one has slightly different set of controls on it here and stuff. It has tone control and stuff on it, but inside you'll notice it looks like it's a mirror image, literally, down to every little port and the construction and parts used. The only main difference I can see is this one uses a plastic enclosed switch, while this one uses the open wafer switch. But literally, I can point to part here, everything's pretty much the same. So it was made by Lafayette Corporation, privately labeled GM, to be sold, supplied to GM dealerships, to be installed in factory kit cars and stuff. So GM branded dealer radio, Lafayette construction, pretty much new in box stuff with all the nice shiny chrome. I've even got some fingerprints on it now. And put a couple screws back in, power it up, and see if it's still with the living here. As you can hear by the normal CB radio insanity and banter, that the receive is working properly. It seems to be about normal for a CB of its type. Face plastic here, and not plastic, but metal trim here seems to be loose. Of course, the glue is dried up over the years, so part is really needs re-glued to keep it from trying to fall off. But besides that, sieve seems to be working. And if I transmit and have another radio on, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. The transmit seems to be working relatively good on it too, so it seems to have survived the years in relatively good shape in someone's basement, stored away for since the 1970s at least, and stuff. By evidence of the stuff with it, it's probably 40 some years old that it's been sitting in a box somewhere. Now it's back among the land of the living room. So that's it. Take care. Take it easy.